beef with the post office. And not just the post office, but like the whole institution. And it's not just beef, it's the whole dang cow. Because tell me why, for the past 4 years, every time I have tried to send my friends a little bit tiny little bit of snail mail, like a postcard or a letter, that little snail has been trodden on and misplaced, because it never ends up at its destination. And I've only had one of them returned to me. It doesn't matter if it's stamps, too many, too little, international, domestic. It does not matter if it's a postcard or an actual letter. It has never, ever arrived at its destination. And this is now across 2 countries. Not just one, but 2. So I'm going to try, as my first little has to be done before 30s, to send a letter and have it arrive at its destination. And I might be cheating a little by making it a like actual package, but like a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do, and I'm gonna have it arrive in full, please. It's honestly, it's just starting to piss me off. So that is my first challenge. My first challenge to me of doing some fun things before I turn 30. Let's try and actually send a letter if we can. And I know I said that I'm cheating and I'm sending a package, so we've got all of these little goodies to send along with it, because I think a whole parcel box just turning up with 2 letters from before is kind of a little bit silly. So I got her a bunch of goodies too. We've got these caramello koalas and golden gaytime biscuits, because I ended up in Woolies, and sending these iconic snacks, because it's really hard to find things that are different in the supermarkets between Australia and New Zealand, but there are a couple of things. Anything koala themed, and we do not have golden gay times in New Zealand. There should be a little bit more of them. Also, I went to Incubator, which I got some really cute little things. I've got this little pigeon sticker. Love that. Also, for my Kiwis and all of my Australians out there, this one as well. I think it's hilarious. I also got this, which is a little reusable grocery bag. It's still in the plastic. It's really cute. It says "Send News," because we all love being a sustainable queen. This little Aries bookmark that was supposed to go with the last letter, and this little notebook from Dimmicks. Excuse the stuffy ass way I'm holding this. It's beautiful. It's a little purple violet fairy notebook, and it's got dotted pages, and they're all perforated, so if she wants to, she can just tear them out at will. I think it's a really cute idea. But those are our little accompaniments, along with the 2 letters. One that is being sent from back in the day, and one that is going to be the one I'm making now. Here is my rough template of everything that I want to happen. Everything's kind of going towards the middle because the card's still open, nothing's being glued down yet, but it's kind of like a rough thing of how I want it to look. I really enjoy collage, as I said, crafty girl, so I thought I'd make this super pretty. I'm gonna do the same thing to the box lid, but I'll show you guys that later. But here I just got a little guy. I absolutely adore him because look, he is the cutest little thing. I don't know if I can't remember the artist right now, but if I do remember, I will link it in the description so you can go check out some of her other work. Her little sad cats are just so heartbreaking but so cute. And over here is where I'm going to place the letter. I'm going to have this as the backing, and then on top of that place the letter, because I think I have a lot to write and a little bit bigger handwriting than what maybe this card would have like allowed me to do. Also, that's my private thoughts, and I think that for me, I'm not gonna end up showing you guys. May have overestimated myself when I thought I could get this done in a week. It's like a week and a half later, and I have been exhausted. Work rostered me like more hours, and I have just been utterly exhausted because of it. In the meantime, what I have done is I have made this little goose scenery, and wrapped all of the individual little goodies that I showed you last time, and I have gone through and completed the cards. So we've got our little card gift. I don't think I'm actually going to show you what I wrote, obviously, because that is personal, but the actual card's looking very, very... Whoops. Okay. But the card itself is looking very cute. We got Snoopy, we got some art references. I really enjoyed it. That's what it looks like. Now it's all stuck down. We also have this card to check in, which I may have written in 2024 when I last tried to mail something to her, which, let's hope, touch wood, that this is going to make it to her, because otherwise little letters are going to stack up a lot. What I thought, because I didn't show you the process of the goose, was that I could potentially just show you guys the finishing touches, which will be to decorate this just with like little vines, little cute little things, and do what I do for every one of my letters for every single one of my friends, which is I do a wax seal, because I have a whole kit just for me, because I love doing little letters, writing little things, making birthday cards like super special. And I think getting a wax seal makes everything feel a little bit more like whimsical, I guess. I hate the word because it is overused and everything, but like it does add a certain amount of, yes, whimsy to the letter opening process. You kind of feel like, oh, this is a little bit special, and that's what I want people to feel. I think that's why I go all out with things like this, is I want to make people feel so special. I want to make people feel like they matter, and I think that's just a little way to show things. Little things do go a long way when you put in just a little bit more effort for your friends. So we're gonna just get onto it and start with the decorating process, and then I will show you the little waxing. High key, I'm actually really proud of this goose scene. I don't know why, I just love him. I love him looking out. I love the little swans in the corner. And if anybody is interested in the lore I have with my friend, that little castle up the back is actually the only castle in New Zealand, and it's from the city that we used to both live in. So that's quite fun, it's quite neat, it's quite a personalised take on it. I think it's turned out really cute. I also think it was a nice touch to just individually wrap all the goodies, and that means that I can put these on top, and it's going to be a nice little surprise, because she doesn't actually know that all these goodies are coming to her. She just thinks there's going to be letters, but touch wood that we are going to get it there this time. I really hope so. But tomorrow we are going to take this all out and we are going to have it tracked and we are going to get it sent off. So I'll take you on that little adventure tomorrow. Currently on the way to dropping off our package. I am going to be dropping off a package today before going off to a little tarot reading because I won it out of a Raven Witch's Market gift thing. It was an amazing gift, but I haven't used it in 2 years and it's about to expire, so let's go. A couple of weeks later after all of this is done, and I was going through the footage and I realized I did not film an outro, so this is it. How did the tarot reading go? It went spectacularly, thank you for asking. I got some really good positive feedback, but even if you're not into like a tarot like reading, or you're not into all of that, I think it was really fun. I think it's the first time that I've been read personally. I have my own deck, and like it's a yearly ritual for me at the beginning of the year to do a little tarot spread, kind of like a look back on the year prior, see what happened, write it down in my journal. It's a meditative process for me, but I've never had mine done. I've read a lot of other people's, but never my own. And I think it was really fun. Also, the girl, we love her. We absolutely adore her because she was so fun. And we just on the same level, on the same vibe that whole way through, just bouncing off each other, same references. Honestly, if you're ever around like the South Melbourne region, please go see Miss Fortune. She's in the South Melbourne market and it's a chef's kiss. Genuinely, just such a beautiful person, and I would 10 out of 10 recommend it, even if you don't like tarot, because she is so funny and she is so on the ball with things. I absolutely enjoyed it. And also, if you can bring your astro chart in for her, a little bit of astrology might be thrown your way as well. Even if not, a few laughs, a few giggles, a few ha-ha-hee-hees. It was such a good time. But that main point of that trip that few weeks ago was to get the envelope, well, package, because I cheated, but get it all sent off. And we did it. Fam, we did it, and it made it to its destination. Hell yeah! For the first time in 4 years, Chelsea has bet the post office. Yes! I am so over the moon about it. It got there about last week-ish, and I got a text with like a little photo of everything. I will chuck it up here. Everything being open and everything being appreciated is the best way to say it. I honestly am over the moon about it. I genuinely, 4 years of trying to send letters to friends out of state, out of the country, different regions, it's to be able to actually have something arrive. And I did send the letter that I made like 2 years ago with it as well, so to have that also finally arrive is honestly such an achievement. It feels weird to say it like that, but it is an achievement to have been able to go and do this and to have it arrive. I also, for me personally, I like a slower pace friendship as well. I keep a lot of long distance friends, so while we're not in each other's pocket 24/7, it's nice to be able to just send off a letter, not hear anything for a couple of months, and get one back. Or even not just getting one back, getting a text every couple of months, because we're all adults, we're all busy. Unfortunately, it's the way of the world, and I also think we shouldn't be necessarily on 24/7. You should not be able to access each other 24/7. I have a motto within my own life is, if I send a message, I don't expect a reply for 2-3 days, I'll be honest, because everybody's busy, everybody has their own lives, and I am not privy to my friends' lives 24/7. They need time for themselves. They need time to calm down after a busy day of work or something like that. Never expect everything from somebody. I think that's something that we've really lost in this age of technology, is that everybody has a phone on them, everybody has their email on them all the time. Being able to switch off is, yes, a huge privilege, but I think it should be something that we can also expect within our own lives and our own personal boundaries. So I like being able to write letters because that is something where, yeah, we get updates on each other's lives, but they're not going to be constant. But you know the friendship is still there. Anyway, after all of that big mushy gushy stuff, maybe you could tell me ways like that you guys may have slowed down a friendship, not in a bad way obviously, but more in a way that you kind of keep in each other's lives, but you don't have to be there always. Like maybe it's every 3 months you make sure to have brunch with a certain friend, or you do little postcards, or you have like one of those little apps that can just have a little thing. I know me and another friend have an app on our phone called Locket, where we just every couple of weeks we update with like a selfie, and that's just on our home screens, and neither of us do it constantly. We're not changing it every day, but when it does happen, it's kind of fun, and you kind of look at it and go, oh yeah, maybe I'll send one back, but you don't have to. But May's achievement is done. I have defeated the post office. So subscribe if you can. I don't mind, but I will be trying to do this. And again, as I said last time, I will be better. And by better, hopefully that means doing this more consistently and more often. But it will get better. Love you. Stay safe out there, because it's a crazy world. And maybe send a wee little message to your friends. Don't expect something back, but tell them you love them. Bye.